So hopefully you've signed up to Replit.com, and this is where we're going to use our Python programming language. So you've used Scratch as a programming language, but that's using blocks where you put the blocks in the right place. This time we're going to start to type out our own code. So in Replit.com, when you're signed in, you'll need to click Create, and we're going to create a Python Replit, so using the Python programming language. So I'll click Python, give it a title. So I'm just going to call this Test start with, and create REPL down here just to show you how this works. So once that's created, it gives you the area where you can put your program in. So where it says main.py, this is where we're going to put our program in. So as a test, I'm going to put in a piece of code that just says print, and then I want to print hello world, the word hello world. So this is a very basic piece of code, and it just wants to output or print this on the right hand side. So if I click run up at the top, see it just says hello world. That's it, done. So that's a piece of code all finished. Okay, and that's my test one. So if I wanted to create a brand new one, so you're going to have some tasks to do. So for example, if I wanted to do task number 1, click on the menu bar on the left hand side, the 3 lines there, and I'm going to click create again, brand new REPL. I want to do Python again, and I'm just going to call this task 1, so I know which one it is, and again create REPL. So brand new one, and this one I'll do something slightly different. So one of your tasks, or your first task that you'll be asked to do, has a different piece of code. So I'm going to put in a different piece of code now. It says first name, done that on the wrong side, so make sure you don't make a mistake. They need to click on this side. So first name equals input open bracket speech marks, and then I'm going to ask the question, what is your name? Now at the end of that line, press enter for the next line. The next line of code I want is to print word hello, but then outside of the speech marks, I'm going to put a comma and then first name. Okay, so I'm going to run that and show you what it does first of all. So you run it, you notice it's asking what's your name, so this bit here, what's your name, and it's waiting for our input. That's why we've got input. So it's waiting for input. If my name was Bob, I could type Bob, and as soon as I press enter, it goes to the next line of code. It prints hello, and it prints whatever we've stored in first name, which is Bob. So first name is what we call a variable, and so the code asks for our name, waited for our input, and I typed Bob. That word then is stored inside here, first name. So first name equals Bob, first name equals Bob. It's now Bob. So that's why in the next line of code, it prints hello, but it also prints what's not in the speech marks, the variable first name, which was Bob. So it prints hello Bob. So if I run that again, and you'll see if we put a different name in, it'll say hello Fred. Okay, so it's just using that variable each time. So this is what we call a variable. You can tell because a variable, we often have a name or a word, and then it equals something at the start there. So that's how we can spot that that is a variable. Okay, and notice that it runs the first line of code first because it does it in sequence, and the second line of code second in that sequence. First line, then second line. Okay, the next task then will ask you to just add in more code. So you're still doing it on task 1, sorry, but yeah, it's just going to add in more lines of code on here. So I think it asks for your surname, and you'll carry on with that. And then when you go into task 2, when task 1 is complete, again, you'll just create a brand new REPL using the same there.